week 6 completed of fight camp. 3 weeks today that I fight. This video is talking about conditioning and the difference between getting in shape and getting conditioned. They are two completely different things. So when I was 97 kilos and I was looking at just sort of losing weight, getting in better shape, mobilizing myself a little bit more, basically being less of a big stiff idiot, I didn't have any structure when I went into the gym. I sort of went in, lifted, and within 40 to 50 minutes I was out, done. I felt a bit pumped. I felt even tighter and rigid than I did when I walked in. What I was actually doing was I was just cutting out certain foods. I was increasing my cardio a little bit more, and I was lifting slightly less heavier weights and working on my mobility. And that sort of, for me, set up a baseline to what I'm at now. When I was getting in shape, there was less structure, there was less regimented lifestyle habits that I was implementing. So for example, when I train now, I make sure I do my mobility throughout the day to keep myself limber and ready for action when it comes to my training, maybe later on in that day, or just helping me recover in between each session. Whereas when I was just getting into shape, stretching mobility came into play to start off with regards to the warm-ups and such, but it was more so just trimming down and looking a certain way. And that's why I feel like a lot of the time with your training, you should always find something greater than just the way you look. Obviously, we do set ourselves a time zone, maybe 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, whichever. But of course, the only defeat that you will find with that is maybe some disappointment, and it's something that you can overcome because you perhaps prolong that goal and aim for 2 to 4 weeks further on down the line. Whereas with a sport-specific goal such as myself, I've got October the 16th, that's my date. And of course, if I'm not following my training in the way that I need to, if I'm not conditioning my mind, body and soul into this routine, into my training itself, then when it comes to the fight itself, there's a high chance I'd lose. And even as a psychological point of view, walking into the ring through that ring walk, you're going to be thinking about those training sessions that you did. You're going to be thinking about how ready you feel. And if you're not fully ready, it's because you haven't conditioned yourself in the right way. You haven't followed your program. So as you can tell already, there's a greater why in this in comparison to when I was just trying to get into shape and just lose a couple pounds. A lot of it is being more regimented, being sport specific, and training smart as opposed to just training hard. So on the days that I'm in the gym, I don't train as physically hard as I would in the boxing gym, because in the boxing gym I need to learn the specifics. In the weights room, I need to stay pain-free, injury-free, and obviously increase my strength as I go along. But that, of course, is a lot more tactically played out.